Hey everybody, Bohush here for Fotodioxpro.com and welcome to FD Extra. Now in this video, we're going to take a look at compact LED lighting. You've probably seen lots of great big fixtures that you use in a studio. Fotodiox has tons of those. 1,000 LED lights, Fresnel lights for, kind of Hollywood spotlighting effects. But in this video, we're going to look at these little guys. They're easy to afford and they're easy to use and are some of the most useful lights, at least in my kit. I've got a whole mess of these that I carry around in my camera bag to every shoot because it's easy to improvise. Oh yeah, I know I've got another light back there. Let me go grab it. You can just grab one out of your bag, add it to your scene, mount it on top of your camera. And the nice thing is these lights all run off batteries, so you don't have to worry about cords dangling in your way. And they share a lot of the same real benefits that big lights have. Nice, big, soft light. Lots of throw, but without devouring a lot of electricity. And they generate barely any heat. Okay, let's start off our discussion of these compact LED lights with this, the LED 312. And it's called that because it has 312 LEDs in it. It's a nice combination of power and portability. It's about the size of a VHS cassette tape, which I'm very self-conscious to have just used a VHS tape as a size reference, but you get the idea. It's small, it'll fit in your camera bag, but you get a ton of power out of it. In fact, let's snap it on right now. You can control the brightness of it from 10 to 100%. And as you see on the front, you've got all metal barn doors. This means you can adjust the light. You can kind of spotlight it on a specific detail or somebody's face. Or if you're getting a glare, you can move the barn door, shape the actual light, which is very rare in a light this size. But it's all metal. The barn doors lock on. You can remove them as well if you'd like. And if we turn around to the back, you'll see a couple other cool features. You've got a little readout down there that shows you how bright the light is. You can also see the color temperature as you dial between daylight color temp and tungsten color temperature, and you can see exactly what that number is, which is great. That means you can jot it down and reproduce this look later if you need to. You also notice there are dual batteries on the back, which not only gives you nice long run time, but it lets you take one battery off and swap in a fresh one without interrupting your shoot. Lots of lights, sadly, wire these in parallel, and if you take one off, it kills the power. So we've got them wired so you can take one off if you need to. You've also got these channels along the sides, so you can bolt these together into a larger panel if you need to. And most importantly, how do you mount this light? There's a 1/4-20 thread down at the bottom. You can either use the premium ball head that's included in the kit, and you can mount this on your camera, or just remove this bottom plate here, that's another 1/4-20. Mount it on a stand. Or I like using these tiny little tripods. In fact, my interview kit is made up of 6 of these. I use 2 of the dual color ones, like this one, and then I'll use a couple of these 312Ds. These are full daylight. You don't adjust the color temperature at all. All 312 LEDs are full, beautiful, soft, daylight quality light. And what I'll do is use these to light up the background and use the dual color to light up the face of the subject. And like I said, I have 6 of these and they all fit in like a gym bag. So very handy, very powerful. And the kit comes in this deluxe case, kind of a suitcase style case. You got room for the barn doors in the top. Down here in the bottom, you've got a flap for all the accessories, dual charger, AC power, even a car charger, and a compartment for everything, so it's easy to stay neat. Okay, now let's go down one size to the LED 209AS. Called 209 because it has 209 LEDs. You're starting to crack the code on our catalog numbers, aren't you? So this one's a little smaller than the prior model I showed you, but still a great little tiny powerhouse, a little bit smaller if you need more room in your camera bag. And it's got a lot of the same features that the bigger guy does. You've got full control over the brightness. You can dial in the color temperature from cool to warm light. And on the back, you've got your little battery tester there. This one uses a single Sony NPF style battery, runs for several hours, and the kit includes the charger you need, the AC adapter, the car charger as well, and the ball head that you see down here. So mount this on top of a camera, or remove this bottom part and you can put it on a stand, tilt it anywhere you want. And the kit also includes this magnet diffuser to soften the light some more. So you get a lot of the same kind of power as the LED 312, but it's a little bit smaller, and well, it's going to be a little lighter in your pocketbook too. Now let's take a look at the LED 120. This is the LED 120A, we call it, because it has full adjustability as far as how bright it gets. Now this guy is more of a square shape rather than a rectangle, and it just makes it kind of more compact overall. Very easy to fit inside your camera bag. And let's turn it on. Just a flip of the switch, and you've got this slider to ramp up how bright it gets, like so. You've got the little drop-in diffuser to soften the light even more. This is actually the light that we bundle in with our GoPro stuff, because that kind of compact, robust package is very important to sports photographers and people doing action cam kind of work. So again, the battery's built right inside. The kit includes a charger that plugs right in, charges the batteries right inside this guy. And you've got a cold shoe on the bottom, so you can mount this right on top of a camera. Or there's a thread in the bottom. You can mount it on a stand if you want. Usually I just use these, I kind of throw them around a set. Like if you need like a little extra light coming out from behind the camera, like a halo, you can just kind of throw that back there and forget about it. And it'll run for several hours on its internal charge. Oh, and the kit also includes this little camera bracket right here. So if you've got a camera that doesn't have a cold shoe on top, or you want to put it next to like your little GoPro camera or something like that, with this bracket you can create a little package that you can shoot and have your source of light right there. Finally, we look at the LED 98A, the little darling of our collection of LED lights. Even though it's really small, you get a ton of light out of this guy, especially considering its tiny size. Runs off of a single Sony NFP style battery. You've got your battery tester back there, just like all the rest, and you've got full control over the brightness, just like all the rest. And you can fit this in your pants pocket. It's an amazingly compact little light. You've got the little channels, you can mount multiples if you want. And we've seen a lot of people use this online. It's great because it's so low cost. People who never thought they'd use a light can now use a light. In fact, here's a great review by the Frugal Filemaker showing off what he likes about this little light. But again, it's a kit. It comes with a little diffuser that magnets on, also a tungsten diffuser if you need to match tungsten lights. The kit includes the ball head, quarter 20 thread in the bottom. You can mount this right on top of a camera. Great way for a little extra light on somebody's face. Or don't forget, you can mount this whole thing on a stand, so you can angle the light to be wherever you want it. Great way to add just a little spark of light. I use this in tabletop photography all the time, because sometimes you need a light just kind of up close to sort of boost a little detail, and this little guy can do it without generating any heat, and boy does it pump out a lot of light for such a small package. So that's our look at compact LED lighting. And I hope that you can see that even though these lights are fairly small in size, they pack a lot of professional punch. You know, not only camera mounted like this, but just you can hide them around your set, or, you know, put them on a stand really close to somebody. They don't generate any heat. It's nice soft light. It's very, very flattering. And in the case of the 312, you just get a ton of power and performance for something this tiny. So make sure to check out other videos just like this one by subscribing. We've got videos like this coming all the time. And we've got details about all of these lights in the links down below. Just click down there and you can learn a little more about each of the lights that we presented you in this video. My name's Bohush. Thanks for watching.